Hi, beautiful humans. Hope you're doing great today. Today, I want to talk about all thing posture. So, with our today's lifestyle and the way we're hunching over on our laptops and sitting down all the time, we tend to have a lot of postural issues. And also, by looking at our screens, we have a lot of neck problems. But today I want to specifically talk about thoracic spine and in general how we can open up our body so much more. So I'm not only I'm talking about the exercises related to thoracic spine so we can release thoracic spine, we also talk about releasing the muscles that are sort of being affected by having a tight thoracic spine. So all you need is either a block or a foam roll and a chair. So let's get started. So I'll show you first with the foam roll. The foam roll is gonna go almost below my shoulder blades. I drive my belly button down towards the floor and I protect my neck as much as I can. There's no pressure on the neck. Neck is pretty relaxed, but I'm making sure that there is no extra tension on the neck. So you breathe in and slow exhale and you slowly go back. And again, you're maintaining the drive in the belly button. Come on up. And then after 20 reps of those, you can hold or you can use a block to protect your neck. So you can stay here a bit longer if you want to. Again, make sure still you're driving your belly button down. We all tend to arch our lower back a lot more, so you want to prevent that from happening. And we stay right here. Okay, if you don't have a foam roll, you can use some pillows or you can use a block. You put the block right between your shoulder blades. We go down and up. Again, because the elevation is not that high, so we may not have that much of depth. But sometimes if you have severe rounded shoulder, that could be even easier to start with. The next one that I find super effective, and sometimes people come to me with neck pain, with shoulder pain, and or like pinching feeling right between their shoulders and the rhomboid area. And we do this stretch and they immediately find a huge difference in the way their body feels. So you put your elbows right on the bench or whatever you got, like a sofa, and then you drive your hip away from your elbows and go down. A few things to keep in mind. So a lot of times we see people doing this and all they feel the stretch in their armpits because they just drop the chest down, and of course all you feel is in your armpit and maybe in your lats, and you're arching your lower back as well. Like, we don't want any of those to happen. Our full attention is right between our shoulder blades. Yes, you may feel a little bit in your armpit, but let's try to find that area right between your shoulder blades that may feel tight. That is called thoracic spine. It's right around this area. So we go down again. I pin my elbows down and I move my hip away from my elbows. And I keep my sternum high. I keep my lower back relaxed or flat if you have an arched lower back. And then you hold right there. Again, you're not dropping down, you're holding it up. Your neck is also aligned with the rest of your spine. Hold that for 2-3 sets of 1 minute. You feel an amazing difference in your body. It's gonna blow your mind, especially if you've been working so hard on your computers, you've been sitting at home and all these kinds of stuff. And then the next stretch or foam roll that I'm going to show you, a lot of times having the round the shoulder is coming either from the shoulder, like there are multiple factors that contributes to your posture not being the way you want them. The other thing that I highly recommend is releasing your lat. Again, if you have a lot of shoulder pain, that's something you want to explore. You can try all these things and see which one actually your body responds to better. So I showed this, the whole upper body foam rolling routine in the upper body foam rolling routine video. You can go and check that out. So we start from the armpit. So your whole body is straight and your upper body slightly leans back. We shuffle forward and back. And then we gradually find our way down. Again, you can spend as much time as you need to release those muscles. Sometimes if you have shoulder pains, this can really, really help releasing them. And you can switch side. The next exercise, I also recorded a shoulder mobility routine that all of those can be also applied to improving your posture as well. You can go and check that out, but today I'm only going to focus on the scapula push-up. So, and I show you various ways of doing it. I actually start standing, having the rib cage down, hip tilted forward, your body is straight. You move your hands out, pull the shoulder blades down, and then you squeeze the shoulder blades together and release. Squeeze together and release. A few things in mind. People tend to move their hands first, but you want to bring all your brain attention to your shoulder blades and then squeeze them. Let them initiate the move. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. And then make sure that you're not also leaning back. You want to have your shoulders stacked on top of your hip. Hip slightly tilted forward, rib cage down, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. And then you can progress to this version. You can go on a tabletop position, pull the shoulders back, and stay in this position and then do the same thing. You drop the chest down and lift up, down and lift up. In this position, I highly encourage having your chin tilted forward and press it down and make sure your neck is pretty much aligned with your spine if it's available to you. Down and lift up, down and lift up, down and lift up. If you're more advanced, you go on a push-up position and then drop down and lift up, down and lift up, plank position. Down and lift up, down and lift up, down and lift up. Again, you want to choose a position that you are able to easily do this for at least 20 reps, if not more. So if you can't do the plank position, scapula push-up, so you want to make sure that you sort of regress and then progress, regress and progress. And make sure you do them for 20 reps if you can, 3 rounds. They are pretty good for your shoulder health as well as your posture. Hope you give these movements a try and let me know what you think. Until then, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.